Game of Thrones Season 8 Death Prediction video. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Nerd Soup. Today we have a special form of our podcast episodes that we do. It's going to be an extended version where we talk specifically about Game of Thrones Season 8 and the characters in which we believe will die in Season 8, because that's been one of the main themes of Game of Thrones. Death. Characters dying. And subversion of expectations. And today I'm joined by Aaron, the Nerd Soup Monkey, as always, and Teddy on his first Nerd Soup video. How you guys doing today?
He's been on the Nerd Soup before. Not
first Game of Thrones video. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, this is like the Nerd Soup.
Yeah.
He's been on Nerd Soup Light.
So what the hell's a podcast then?
It's a distraction from...
Keep the people paying attention.
Until we get back to Game of Thrones. It's going to be a lot of that, too. Like, after the season ends, we got a lot of filler until the prequels start.
Yeah, we have 2 years of filler.
Yeah.
Which we basically had with,
And that's where I come in.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I'll be a filler.
You
I'm
like
cool
the cream in the Boston cream donut.
That's the meat of the donut, too.
Well, it's the cream.
It's the cream.
Well, that's why you get the Boston donut.
Well, you guys excited for Game of Thrones Season 8? I mean, you got to be, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, this is out
tonight.
Today?
Yes
yeah,
and no.
Tonight, right?
Yes and no. Well, it's bittersweet, right?
Yeah. That's where I was going for. Bittersweet.
It's the last time we're going to be watching a Game of Thrones premiere. Let that sink in.
Well, not really.
Well, for a season.
Yeah. Well, no, the prequels.
Well, the prequels. But Game of Thrones, the official show.
All right.
Yeah.
What's a prequel called, Ted?
I forgot. No, wasn't The Long Night?
Yeah, there you go.
This is why he's
He
here.
was actually on the Long Night video, so it's his second one.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's the Long Night. That's not Game of Thrones.
That's a while ago, too.
Yeah, it's Diet Game of Thrones. All right, so let's get right into this. Death predictions for Season 8. And, of course, you guys can listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud at the Nerd Soup Podcast. You can send your questions to us at nerdsoupforyou@gmail.com. Nerdsoupforyou on Twitter. Teddy Nerd Soup on Twitter. Aaron Nerd Soup Monkey on Twitter. And, yeah, let's get right into this.
Thanks for the plug, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's
nice of you.
good exposure.
Plug, special ed. I got it made. All right, so the first character we have on our death prediction list, Lyanna Mormont. This is like a funny addition to the list.
Yeah.
Lyanna Mormont, I guess I'll start this. No, I think she survives. And I'd like to see a lot of Lyanna Mormont in Season 8 because, she made such a strong impression in Season 6, that meeting. I was just watching that the other day. She's absolutely undressing Jon and Sansa. It's like, oh, Sansa, how were your 2 weddings? Lady Bolton or Lady Lannister? I think she survives. I think she's going to make it out.
Yeah, I mean, she better... If the Night King comes up and the White Walkers are here, she better be keeping that same energy, man.
You can't be slacking around.
Yeah.
Well, everybody says they always wanted a stare down between Tywin and the Night King. I want that Lyanna Mormont stare down with the Night King.
I wrote dead axe to the forehead. But
I forgot you wrote that.
that's a joke. I think she'll survive, too.
I think she's going to survive, too. I mean, after watching Shireen Baratheon burst up in flames,
you don't want to see that again.
I don't think they'll show another young lady die again.
Well, that's probably the worst Game of Thrones death.
That was hard to watch.
Yeah, it was so disturbing.
I think I fast-forwarded.
I think, there was another person who I watched, a friend who was watching for the first time, said that they couldn't even sit through it. Yeah, but Lyanna Mormont, she survives. All right, next on the list we have Qyburn. Qyburn, Cersei's hand of the king, hand of the queen. One of my favorite characters, too, because he's just such a devilish little weirdo.
He's a little rat.
But he's like somewhat endearing.
Yes, he's charming.
Yeah, it's like I'd hang out at Qyburn.
Yeah, I'd like a Qyburn on my side.
Sit back, talk politics with Qyburn.
Well, the thing is, too, I don't want to get into
Smoke a couple cigars, some glass of whiskey.
my medical philosophies.
Do some weird stuff.
Right. I kind of support what he does.
Later.
Yeah, let him do that in the shadows. Yeah. But he saved a lot of people, apparently. I wrote no when we initially made this list, but I think something is going to happen between him and Cersei. Because there's that one shot in the trailer where it's Cersei, and she looks like she's cooking something up, and Qyburn's looking at her like Skip Bayless when he's dumbfounded. Yeah. He can't. It's like Shannon Sharp just said, "Skip," something ridiculous.
No, she's definitely playing me.
Yeah,
I gotta figure out what she's thinking so I can get ahead of her.
It's the first time that he's ever given her a look, and it's just the trailer, so maybe it's just I'm reading too much into it. But he looks concerned about what she's doing. It's the first time we've ever seen that from him.
I don't know. I think he's toast. I mean, he basically goes where Cersei goes, right? I think they're all connected. Cersei, the Mountain, and Qyburn. It's like it's really the big 3 of Westeros, in my opinion. So if Cersei,
that's the big 3.
Yeah, what? that's like the obviously like Jon, Sansa, Daenerys. That's
right, yeah. That's the
LeBron, Bosch, Wade. But I think Qyburn, Mountain, Cersei. They're like
old Pierce, Ray Allen,
Pierce, KG, Ray Allen.
Wait, so who's
they got the one, and they kind of spearheaded this thing.
So who's KD, Steph, and Clay?
Night King.
Night King.
Yeah, the dragon. And white number 2.
Yeah. But Yeah, I feel like his fate's tied with Cersei's. I think if they have some final showdown and I don't know, if our theory is that Jaime kills Cersei, I don't think they can be like, all right, you can stay. You're cool.
So your girl's dead.
What?
Your girl is dead.
Cersei?
We'll get to that later.
Oh no, I'm just saying.
What do you think, Ted? Qyburn?
Yeah, I think he's dead. He's gonna die when Cersei doesn't need him anymore.
Yeah, that's interesting too. Maybe she just discards him before she even dies.
Yeah, I think she'll get one last thing out of him, and then he's done.
It's also my theory that all the magical elements of the show will cease to exist at the end, and he's not really magic. Kind of though.
Something.
He's like,
yeah.
He's either like
he's like Bones in Star Trek when he goes back in time and he looks at modern medicine. It's like, what is this prehistoric, archaic bullshit? Qyburn's ahead of his time.
Yeah, he has like the medical expertise of like 2080.
Yeah, 2080. Yeah, I give him that.
That's kind of
a fucking jump.
Yeah,
that boy's Da Vinci.
Not even just the bullets, but like the mountain thing. Like
Vicky paints.
You can't do that.
Yeah, that's.
You can't do that today.
Well, speaking about the Mountain.
Oh, he's next.
Yeah, the Mountain's next on our list, and I think the Mountain is a character who dies, and it's funny because Cleganebowl kind of started as fan service, but I think we're going to see it in season 8. So I think that's how the Mountain dies, and I think it ends with both of them dying in a tie, where it's the end of Rocky. What is that? Rocky 2, where it's him and Creed in the ring, and they go and punch each other at the same time. That's how they're going to die. It's going to be one final blow from each of them.
I'm interested how the Cleganebowl will work out in the show, because I think they had an opportunity too, especially when the Hound was when the Hound came back in season 6 and he was with that religious troop, I guess.
Yeah.
And you had to kind of the
Ian McShane.
Oh, and he's building the church or something.
Yeah. I felt like there could have been an aspect where he got in good with him. Maybe he was connected to the High Sparrow, and they could have done the Cleganebowl that way, where Cersei, the trial by combat, the Mountain, the Hound's fighting for the faith. But that kind of right away that was dismantled.
Yeah.
And obviously
in one episode.
Yeah, and obviously they're like, oh, no more trial by combat. And yeah, so Cersei had to blow him up, which created a great moment. But and in the books too, I can see them maybe going a similar route, but here it would probably be maybe if they try to take King's Landing and they just clash mid-battle. It's not going to be like a spectacle, like a trial by combat, but more of just
they find each other.
Like them two dueling,
It wouldn't be hard to find.
No.
Because
they're going to be looking over everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
It's like Brienne, the Hound, and the Mountain just seeing over everybody.
Think Brienne gets involved?
Probably the only person she can see. Everyone else is just running around scurrying.
What do you think, Teddy? I guess we'll group in the Hound here. You think they're both dead in season 8?
No, I think the Hound lives and the Mountain will die by the hands of the Hound.
Okay, so you're going full fan service here.
Yeah.
The Hound kills the Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
That's very possible.
I think he'll kill
Although
him.
it's possible that the Mountain could kill the Hound.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both possible, but I think the Hound's going to win.
Yeah.
I think the Hound survives. I think he deserves to, after it's all said and done, just sit back, relax a little, and enjoy the spoils of victory.
All right, next on our list we have Gendry, hottest blacksmith in all of the 7 kingdoms.
Yeah.
Gods, he's strong. I was strong then. Have you seen Robert Baratheon turning into a dragon?
No.
Breathing fire?
Uh-huh.
It's a great gif.
Okay.
I think Gendry lives. I think Gendry lives, and I think they're going to position him to not rule over the Stormlands, but govern the Stormlands as Robert Baratheon's last surviving son that we know of. I guess, yeah, Joffrey had all those babies killed. And I think it's going to be cool to see a Gendry Arya reunion in season 8, and I think he's a character that deserves to survive because he's
been away for so long, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had a shitty life, and then they kind of just brushed him aside, and then they brought him back. So if you bring him back to kill him, obviously he has a purpose in season 8 to make these dragon glass weapons. But I think Gendry survives.
I don't know why I wrote I hope so. I don't hate Gendry. I guess I was just a little upset at him for some reason. But yeah, I think Gendry will survive. I don't know, I feel like all my answers now are aligning with all these theories that have been around for so long, like how Gendry's going to rule the Stormlands one day. But I think he's a character what'd you delete?
I say he's going to die by tripping over a rock in the battles. But now I think he's going to live because I think he's going to...
He really did write that, yes,
Yeah.
tripping over a rock.
I don't know, but...
Still have it?
He's obviously going to be used, his purpose is to help make maybe new Valyrian steel weapons. Maybe Bran finds out how to make them when he looks back in the past, or make dragon glass weapons. And after that, he's going to be right in the fray in the battle, so it's a good chance.
But how good of a swordsman is Gendry?
He's
got the axe.
Is he good enough
He
to...
can swing a hammer.
He's got that hammer. I wonder if he's going to get a Valyrian steel hammer.
And folks, I'm not talking about weaponry. I'm talking about his dick.
Thanks.
Because I'm wondering how much.
Better question is, do we see a Valyrian steel hammer?
How would that work?
That'd be cool.
That's so.
No, you put spikes on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
A dragon glass.
Okay.
I don't know how hammers are made. I honestly can't even change a tire. So we all think
you've been using hammers.
I've been hammering at the wheel.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't this fixed? So we all think Gendry survives.
Yeah.
All right, another character that we haven't seen any promotional material for her, and she left in season 7. She said she was going back home to the Neck to be with her family. Meera Reed, one of my favorite characters, one of the most underrated characters in the show. Somebody whose value truly hasn't been appreciated by Bran.
Yeah, Bran's a scumbag, man.
Yeah, he kind of deaded her.
Partially, too.
And deaded her brother, too. Yeah, but I think she comes back because she is capable of fighting with the bow, and obviously Sam gave her those dragon glass arrows in season 4, all the way back. So I think she returns, and I think she survives in season 8, because it's another character that she's been through so much, she's already survived so much. To kill her off, to bring her back, to kill her off, I think it would be disappointing. So I think Meera Reed comes back and lives.
Yeah, I think she lives, too. She's been through a lot. Really, fucking thankless job. She probably almost just saved the fucking world. And Bran just tosses her aside.
He's like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's like, oh, fuck, I'm going home. You know how disgusting the Neck is? I'd rather be there than to spend time with you soulless
Swamp,
creep.
can't find the castle. It's
Says a lot
fucking
about them.
moving.
Yeah.
Stinks.
Crannig men walking around everywhere.
Yeah. Ted, you think Meera survives?
Like you said, the show brought him back, so it's got to be for a purpose. So I think she survives, but there's also a chance that she does die after she accomplishes her purpose.
She could be a red shirt, right?
Yeah.
Where it's, oh, we recognize this character, let's kill her off. Some of them got to die for no reason.
Yeah.
And just in the middle of the battle.
And there will be that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of a character, Grey Worm. Grey Worm's dead. I think he dies a soldier's death.
You think so?
Yes.
I feel
do.
bad for him, but yeah, he is a soldier.
He's another character, too. I wouldn't even say any of these characters are underrated at this point because every character has their own fandom. I love Grey Worm. And going back and watching that scene where he chooses his name for the first time when Daenerys says, you can pick any name, and he says, I choose Grey Worm because it's the name I had when I met Daenerys Targaryen. I think he's a character that should die on the battlefield. Even though I would like him to survive and continue a life with Missandei, I think he's almost destined for that because he's lived as a soldier, he's embraced his life, and him giving his life for the queen that freed him, kind of poetic.
Yeah. That's sad, though.
It would be sad, yeah.
I like Grey Worm.
Somebody's got to die here.
I know.
We're keeping everybody alive, but like the mountain.
But yeah, like I said, he is a soldier, and there's going to be a lot of battles. And this is going to be the season where we see a lot of Dothraki and Unsullied die.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that a lot.
Right, because they're
There
great
is a lot
fighters,
of
but
them.
they're fighting something else here.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Hardhome.
I mean,
That was a massacre.
as long as the Night King didn't resurrect any noblemen with
That'd be
short
some
swords.
shit, dude.
You think he went to Essos? And
Yeah.
It's like brought back the harpy.
Like his, he has like a Varys White Walker on his side. He's like, yo, I heard about like these Unsullied and they just got fucking mopped up
Their biggest weaknesses.
Yeah.
Rich guys and masks.
in an alley. It was like, I don't know, man. It was crazy. They had fucking Sir Barristan, one of the best swordsmen of all time, Grey Worm, and a bunch of Unsullied, like these fucking super soldiers, and they just got washed
You
up.
think
This
he
guy's taking the express train.
Right. He corners Grey Worm into a...
Do you think this would be a good time to advance Missandei's character too, where she's mourning for Grey Worm and she uses that to maybe push forward?
You're using Grey Worm as character development for
Right.
Missandei. You use me for character development? Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, we're going to see how that affects her because that is the love of her life. And there's that moment in the trailer, too, so well cut, where Jon's talking about the Whites and saying that they can't feel. And then it's Missandei and Grey Worm embracing and kissing.
Mm-hmm.
That looked like a final kiss to me.
Yeah.
Because I think one's going to die and one's going to live. It's either Missandei and Grey Worm, and I think Grey Worm's dying.
I think Missandei, I mean, we'll get to her. Well, I guess we'll get to her right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, I think she survives. I think she's going to be one of the characters. We've talked about it, too, and I don't know how I feel about this, Westeros moving to a democracy. The more I think about it, the more I'm not so thrilled about it. But I think she's going to be on, like, the Council of Elders that determines where society goes.
Like the
Lord of the
wildlings elders, and they're all like
Get
mid-30s.
the elders.
They're like
Let's
mid
talk.
30s and 40s.
Right.
I was
Well,
expecting
everybody's fucking dead in
I was
this
expecting
show.
like these decrepit old wildlings and seen some shit. Yeah, I think she'll survive. She'll help usher in the new Westeros alongside Daenerys. Or if Daenerys dies, I think she has such a connection to Daenerys' army that they'll need her to bridge that gap to be I guess, a figurehead for that aspect of this new Westeros. So
It also helped them not skip a beat either.
yeah, just fill in, next man up.
Yeah.
So you have
Patriots
Missandei.
Yeah.
Oh boy, cut that out.
God, no.
We said no. So you have Missandei living.
Yeah, I agree with what both you said. I think she's going to be the ruler for Westeros. Not the ruler. I don't know.
That's not Missandei becoming the ruler.
Well, I'm not saying ruler. I'm saying like one of the higher ups in Westeros.
Yeah, right.
She
speaks 17 languages.
Yeah, people forget that.
Google Translate.
That's a good resume.
That's a hell of a resume. Hell yeah. C-3PO's like, yeah, let me know when you got 6 million forms of communication.
That guy been through it all.
Talk about a dude that's seen some shit. Another guy that's seen some shit. Lost an eye because of it. Beric Dondarrion.
Before we get into this, your transitions have been absolutely phenomenal so far.
I thought you were going to say terrible.
No, I like that. I appreciate that.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
It doesn't go unnoticed.
You found links to like Missandei, Beric, like that just shouldn't connect, but
I don't know how I'm doing it right now, but now the rest of the transitions are
you
gonna
have
be
to,
fucking
you have
off.
to keep them on point.
It'd be like Varys.
I'll jump in for that.
Yeah.
Speaking of spiders,
oh god damn it. Beric Dondarrion is a character that I think is going to die.
yes, dead in the books. I think his fate
he's already been dead.
Sealed in the show. Maybe not. They've changed so many times, but he does have that magical aspect of him. The kiss of life.
The kiss of life. He resurrected Catelyn Stark in the books.
So
it's like when Smash, when you press start and press start again, get the extra life from your boy.
Yep. So I think he'll die, but like in a heroic way, on his own accord.
I'm thinking he's killing the Night King.
You thinking Beric's killing the Night King?
Yeah.
It would be cool if he brought back Arya. That's another way that you can bring in Stone
I said either Arya or Sansa.
Yeah.
Because it would be kind of reminiscent of what he did in the books. So.
What about you, Ted? You think Beric's dead?
Yeah. It comes back with what I said earlier with...
I think he wants to die. He's probably...
He seems like one of those dudes that's
I think he's
very
getting tired
ready
of coming
to die.
back.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Don't bring me
The Keaton
back.
and Kel theme song.
Yeah. All right, so next we have the Spider of Westeros that has been teased before. Varys is a character that his arc has been changed from the books significantly. Well, we don't know that, but we're kind of theorizing that it's going to be a different end. And we go back to that line in Season 7 when Melisandre goes to Volantis and says, me and you, we have to die in this strange country. Mm-hmm. So I think Varys, the ideas going around is that Tyrion might betray Daenerys. Varys is going to be right by his side. Mm-hmm. And she said in Season 7, you betray me again, I'm going to burn you. That's how he could die, or I think he's just dead in general because...
Do you think they'll unveil a different motivation? Because the Targaryen loyalist doesn't, or not the Targaryen loyalist, but like what's best for the realm, it doesn't add up. We've talked about this numerous occasions. Like, you should have known Viserys was not a good king. And you basically lucked into Daenerys. So basically all your plans maneuvering, like, just was by luck, and Varys doesn't operate on luck.
No.
So without that aspect of the young Griff storyline, where that's a clear-cut motivation, where he's been doing this behind the scenes for all this time, and he actually has a plan, it's kind of just like, oh, what are you doing? So I think if they do unveil
it goes back to
plan.
What did he hear in the flames? Because that scene with Kinvara. It's another thing where the show seems to present ideas and then they just drop them.
Yo, why does he always start the fucking shit with Red
the
Priestess?
Magic people? Yeah,
never works out.
Never
for him.
let it go.
He gets fucking he gets fucking bitched out in front of all of his friends by the Red Priestess and Marine, and then he's like, oh, let me chirp Melisandre a little.
Let me get part
she
2 here.
Fucking owns him again.
He
always has
on
that dumb
cape.
face. He's like, oh, what?
Like it's never happened to him before.
Yeah.
That's why I always found it interesting that he's just the opposite of Littlefinger in the show, which I don't hate, but a lot of his plans don't make sense. So I think at the end of the day...
But is he, though? Because he made it so far.
Right. I mean,
I think he's better.
Yeah, but like Aaron said, he did kind of luck out. So I think it could end with betrayal, where he sees Daenerys going in a direction similar to Tyrion that they know is not sustainable if she does go a little bit mad king, mad queen like her father. Mm-hmm. And she foreshadowed a betrayal from Varys in Season 7. Obviously, that could just be a throwaway line, them reconciling. They needed that moment. But I think Varys is dead. I'm not sure how he's going to die, but I think he's dead in Season 8.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I'm saying he's dead solely because his name came up in the flame, and I feel like this show does want to keep up with its mystic pronouncements. not so much say that things are going to happen and not do it.
Yeah.
They've done that millions of times already. Unless everything happens in this season where, like, all this setup they've had. Like, if you're rewatching, like, season 1, season 2, like, they'll bring something up, like, oh, that could link to this possible. No, we'll never talk about it again.
Well, that's why George can't finish the fucking books.
Yeah. They're probably hinted at it, like, hey, George, you know where this goes? Nope. All right.
All right, so then what do?
It's like, just
beats me.
Take 5
Figure it
years.
out.
It's like, George, we have a budget. We have actors that are aging. We can't wait 5 years. It's working for me.
See all the money I've made? Fucking famous. All right, now as for a character that brings people back to life, Melisandre. Not sure if she's going to have that option if she falls in Season 8. And I think this is also a character like Varys that is destined to die. And especially that reveal at the beginning of Season 6, that first episode where she takes off the necklace and she's like a decrepit old woman.
That was tough to watch. That could have been the worst thing to watch in Game of Thrones.
That's another thing that's presented and then dropped. So we've speculated, too, on what is Melisandre doing in Season 8. That she's going back to Volantis. She might come back with the Fiery Hand, the army of her religion, R'hllor. I think she falls in Season 8.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she said herself that she's coming back to Westeros to die.
Yeah.
She's got to do something. I don't think what you said about Varys, we both had to die in a strange country. I think,
she could be trying to scare
it could be like
too,
in 30 years. She never really set a time period on that. Yeah, I think she's dead. Like I said, all magics probably be eradicated. Even more I say that, it's kind of hard because there's a lot of red priestess out there. Maybe they'll hold the religion, but
Faceless men, too.
Yeah, but maybe they'll...
It's the beginning of the eradication.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for saving me. Yeah, I think she's dead. There's so many... I think she'll have she'll have a part to play. And after that, like, either... I don't know. She doesn't have a lot of friends. Like, Davos isn't big on her.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe she dies as simply as that. Where she comes back to the north and says, hey, I got this new army. And Davos is like, oh, I did promise that I have to kill you. Hang you.
And
execute you.
Daenerys is confused. It's like, why can't... Who cares if she killed an innocent child? We had one of those on our team before they died.
Arya?
Yeah. That scene still, like... It still baffles me how she was, like, on their war council. And Tyrion's like, oh, Marcella was an innocent girl. She didn't deserve to die. And she's like, all Lannisters deserve to die. So you just admitted that you killed this poor innocent girl in front of Daenerys. And she's like, I bet to go with the Greyjoys and take...
She's got an army.
Yeah.
Melisandre don't got an army.
But Jon, Honorable Jon's like, don't come back.
Right. Well, he even said that. He didn't kill her. The honorable thing would have been to kill her, but he was like, we might need her. She's got something. She's got some sort of power that we might need. And it's probably in Season 8, whatever she does, because I think she'll have an important role to play, even if it's just one significant thing that she does, it's going to be looked upon as a good decision by Jon to keep her alive. So, Ted, you think Melisandre's dead?
Yes.
Short and sweet, man. I like that. Now, as for everybody's favorite wildling character, Tormund. Tormund Giantsbane. Hopefully he survives so that he can make babies with Brienne that can rule the world. I saw somebody on Twitter that said Tormund and Brienne's babies are going to be able to guard 1 through 5 on pick and rolls.
Breed and stretch force.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just Dirk Nowitzki's all over the place. Yeah, I think Tormund's dead. I think he's a character. He's a red shirt, red hair. So I think he's a character that you kill off because, once again, he's a fighter. He was born to fight. If he gave his life on the battlefield, it would be a noble and honorable end to a character who's really transformed himself because of circumstance. He was born on the wrong side of the wall, but he's become a hero to the audience and a fan favorite. But I think he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll die sacrificing himself somehow, whether it's fighting or it's for someone.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's probably sacrificing themselves at some.
We haven't seen a lot of Tormund in the promotion, right?
No, not really. And speaking of what you said about him making babies at Brienne, have you seen those pictures of Gwendolyn Christie at the Game of Thrones premiere? Out of his league, no shot.
Yeah, no
Go
way.
back
Come
to
on,
making what did you do? Like fucking weather commercials? Like, what was he in?
Yeah, it was those Swedish like weather commercials or something like that.
Yeah, I'm dying.
Like hotel
and stretch fours.
That one picture too was like it was with her legs. It was just she was in this dress and she had her legs out.
Flames.
Somebody quoted it was like, "Yo, dog, Tormund going crazy right now."
Yeah, Tormund. Yeah, he'll probably be a casualty.
That would be a sad death too. I love Tormund. Everybody loves Tormund.
And I guess we forgot this guy on the list. Perfect Edd in right here. Dolores Edd.
Oh, Edd. You know that actor is like 45 years old? That's crazy, right?
I can believe it.
Yeah, he looks young. I hope Edd. No, I'm going to say Edd lives.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think Ed's one of those guys that if the last scene of the show is Edd like fucking hell. It's been a wild ride or something like that. Because I just love Ed. And he's
I could
fun.
see him being like the new Order of the Night's Watch.
Yeah. Well, I love that too when Jon leaves in season 6 and they're like, Lord Commander, should we close the gate? And he's like, I'm not the Lord Commander. Close the bloody gate.
It's like, you got the jacket, you're the Lord Commander now. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, he gives him the jacket. I'm like, oh, it's still cold, Jon. I don't think like it's a special jacket.
No, it's like the green jacket at the Masters.
Yeah.
Puts it on him. Another character, too, that hasn't been in any promotion. We don't even know where this guy is. Bronn. Sir Bronn of the Blackwater.
He's cruising somewhere.
He's. You think he's at Harrenhal? He finally got that castle?
I think he's with Jaime. I wrote yes. And
That he survives.
no, that he dies.
He dies.
And as he's dying, he says, I never did get my castle. As the life leaves his body.
I think he lives.
I think Bronn lives, too. Yeah, I think so, too. He seems like one of those guys, like he says, that he wants his death to be boring because he's had such an exciting life. He's like one of those guys that makes it to like 92.
Yeah.
Where his
Oh,
body's
absolutely.
breaking down. He's all rickety.
He's got
like
Alzheimer's.
6 kids. Yeah.
He's in Winterfell.
Right.
Somehow.
Yeah. Somehow he's become Lord Warden of the North. I think he survives season 8.
He
If
fucking
he's
lucked
even
out.
in it. He might not be in it.
He has to be
Yeah,
in
he
the
has to
fucking
be, right?
season.
He's the man.
He lucked out, man. If he never would have taken that battle for Tyrion, that trial by combat.
Great bet.
Right?
Yeah. Bet on yourself. Good things happen.
Even when Tyrion's in the inn and he's like, I'll pay somebody for his bed, Bronn's like, are you kidding me? I'll sleep with the fucking chickens.
Yeah.
So you think Bronn's going to survive?
I think he's living, yeah.
Okay.
I wrote, cockroaches can survive a nuke blast. He'll make it.
Are you calling Bronn? He kind of is like a
Yes.
cockroach. You just can't kill him.
What are you writing, Aaron?
Nothing.
What are you cooking up something for Samwell Tarly?
No.
You got a
think-
Sam joke?
He was going to write something about me, probably.
No.
Well, moving on to Samwell Tarly, the last living Tarly. He's a character that can't die in season 8 because he's got to write the story.
Yeah, he's got to stick around.
Yeah, he's got to write the Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah, he'll be part of the super team. I think I don't know. Didn't the actor say he was going to have Heartsbane in the battle? Then we seen Jorah with it.
It was in that whole article about
Yeah.
the filming of episode 3 that he was going to swing Heartsbane, and they talked about how he was swinging it very awkwardly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's going to get some action in season 8, but maybe Jorah.
Nice.
Is Gilly going to survive? I don't think we put Gilly on the list, but I think Gilly survives.
Yeah. I think Sam's one of the characters. He's awesome. I like Sam a lot.
Oh,
He's the man.
I feel like-
I love Sam.
I feel like I might have slept on Sam.
you
but
did. You used to sleep on him.
I might have. Yeah.
I'm glad you're waking up.
If
now.
he dies, I'd be kind of upset. I'd be like, oh man,
Sam doesn't die.
he's not a bad bone in his body.
Sam is the guy that, once again, he's like a Bronn. He lives till 80, and he tells the story about Jon Snow.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the last scene. It's old Sam telling the story.
I think he goes home to Hornhill and he does something huge for this battle, and like his dad loves him again.
That's dead.
His ghost dad?
Yeah.
So you think like his dad comes to him like
Well, he
Obi-Wan
takes
Kenobi?
Hornhill. He gets his house,
It's-
the castle.
So you think he's going to be the Lord of Hornhill?
Yeah.
Well, his dad is dead, so he can't be proud of him. He was burned alive by Daenerys.
No,
Yeah.
well, in spirit.
Okay. So he's a Force ghost.
But his dad, like, I wouldn't want to make that guy proud.
You always want to make your dad proud.
He's a
Dick
prick.
on-
He is
Yeah.
a prick, but
No, it's tough love.
Called him
Yeah.
fat.
my dad called me fat. Look at me now.
My dad said I was big boned, and meanwhile I was fat as hell.
That's all I heard was Big Bone when I was a kid.
Well, Randall was very hard on Sam, but hey, look where Sam ended up.
Mm-hmm.
You and Dick on
That's
are
what
dead.
it's all about.
All right, going to the Greyjoy siblings here. We have Yara and Theon back to back, and we'll start with Yara, a character that ended up being taken prisoner in season 7 by Euron, her uncle, and Cersei Lannister. And we didn't see what happened after she was brought to the Red Keep and put in front of Cersei. I don't know if Yara is a character that we even see in season 8. I think we'll see her, because then you'll get questions of where was Yara? Why did they just drop that storyline?
I mean, they kind of did it with Edmure, right? He just got back to the Frey dungeons, and we never heard about him since.
There's a theory that Jaime went and freed Edmure and brought him north
Really?
as a sign of peace between the Starks.
Ooh, that would be fucking sweet.
That would be awesome, right?
Is anyone checking on him? There's no more Freys. He's probably just, hello?
No, he's he's at Casterly Rock.
No.
I thought they moved him to Casterly Rock.
That was the offer, but
They didn't take it.
he did in Jamie thing, and when they had like that little feast after, Walder Frey's like, and he's Edmure Tully rotting away in a cell or something like that. Can't go around having people think I killed my brother or whatever. He made like a
Son-in-law.
fucking stupid joke. Yeah.
My
So
bad.
Yara?
Yeah, Yara.
I think she becomes queen of the Iron Islands,
Ooh.
Yeah, I think she
and
lives.
she kills her uncle.
I said yes, saving Theon, but I think it'll be opposite. I think Theon will redeem himself, save Yara, and he'll die in the process.
Yeah, I think that's how Theon dies too. Because that's the only ending you can have for that type of character.
I concur.
Yeah.
He's got to redeem himself after all the shit he did.
Two Greyjoys with one stone.
Reek, not Theon. Always Reek.
You're going back and forth. A review a couple weeks ago, you were calling him Theon.
Well, yeah, I wasn't thinking about all the hardships he laid upon my boy Rob.
Hardships? You mean betraying him to his death?
Pretty hard.
Kind of underselling it.
Yeah.
And everybody's... My transitions have slowly gotten...
Yeah, they did it awful. Because the characters got
and
increasingly,
Davos.
like...
They're not connected.
It's kind of like, oh, we made this list of characters, and like, oh, we forgot Brienne, so let's put her here. And between Theon and Davos.
Well, it became a good transition right there. Brienne of Tarth. Do you think she dies in Season 8? I do.
Yeah, she's toast.
Yeah, I think Brienne dies.
No.
I think that's one of those significant deaths where it's, holy shit, like this war took out Brienne.
Well, I think it's more of that.
I think she dies in episode 3 at the Battle of Winterfell. She goes off with the sword, and she dies in like Jaime's arms or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's more of her character story. She's like been based on nobility and fighting for someone. And
fighting for something you believe in.
Yeah, I think she dies that way. I mean, she's a beloved character, but
I think she'll survive.
like we said earlier, someone's got to go.
I think she'll be like...
Right, yeah, we're keeping everybody alive.
So I think Sansa, like, when it all the dust settles and Sansa's doing her thing, she'll have Brienne right beside her. And that's nice. That helps me sleep at
Well,
night.
that can
I
happen,
do like
yeah.
seeing Sansa and Brienne.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you really think that... I mean, when you binge watch a show, you see how little characters spend time with each other. It felt longer because you watch it week to week, but it's like Jon was Lord Commander for a week, King for a couple days.
I deadass got a little emotional when she pledged to Sansa after she saved him.
Yeah, when she was offering her services.
Yeah,
again.
I'm like, I don't know. When I first saw it, I didn't really feel anything, but now I'm like, oh my god.
You saw that tweet?
That's
it was
sad.
like no one, Brienne of Tarth, and it was her bowing down, presenting her sword.
Yeah, I did see that.
But like Teddy said, yeah, it's dying for something that you believe in. And I think a lot of characters are going to meet that end where they do die, but they die achieving something that they couldn't get in life. And the irony is that they had to die to get it.
I guess you're born with that because there's no shot I'm dying for something like that.
No, yeah.
Like I can't invest in something where I'd die for it.
No, it's ridiculous.
I wish I had it. Don't get me wrong.
I couldn't. No, yeah.
I once told Manny I would die for Game of Thrones. And he was like, what does that even mean? I was like, I would die so that other people could watch it. I wouldn't.
We talk about this all the time. Like, we have no bravery, no heroism, no
Nothing.
aspect of like
not a
It's like when we see people like
not an ounce.
it's like, oh, Jon going up against fighting the battle. I'm like, why the fuck? Just go home, man.
Yeah,
You know, it was a brave moment.
It's like, why do
too?
you care about everybody else? They don't care about you. Just
that's exactly
just
how I
like-
feel in life.
just go to like Volantis or something, man.
He's the shield that guards the realms of men.
No, too
What were you
much.
gonna say?
A brave moment in Battle of the Bastards when Davos and his men are sitting in the back shooting the arrows, and he's like, we might as well be taking shits out here. And he draws his sword. What did Davos do during that battle? They don't show him for the rest of the episode.
I know.
Well, what do you guys think Davos does in Season 8? You think he survives? Does he fight?
No, he's more toast than Bran.
Oh, man.
No, I'm kidding. But I hope he makes it. And, like, there's obviously a good chance he can. I mean, I think he has a better shot of making it than like anyone else on this category that we have. But
I'm going to say Davos
he's not a
dies.
fighter, though. And
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a lot of battles coming.
Yeah.
Apologize for you about the sea. Something like that, right?
Never been much of a fighter.
Yeah. I hope he survives and serves like an actual sitting king during a time of peace and like actually.
That's the thing. You want to see somebody good as
Yeah.
king.
Yeah, well,
This
I
whole
want to
thing,
see
he's
one
looking for,
season
like-
of that show.
He's blindly supporting
Someone good.
Stannis, and
Yeah.
now like Stannis sucked, and he died, and all he wanted was for Stannis to be king and for him to help lead and guide this new Stannis.
what was that line you always said? The one
reign.
true heir? Is that what he says?
Yeah,
The one true
heir.
king
One
of
true
Westeros.
king,
Yeah, it's like his catchphrase. And
You see my fingers?
Yeah,
He chopped off 4 of them.
And you're still with him?
Yeah.
And you're still
Wait,
rolling?
why are you rolling with this dude? We should give him a lot of gold.
he's awesome at
Do you
being.
think
a hype
Stannis is still alive?
man. Fuck Stannis.
He's the best hype man of all time.
Yo, when he like
Davos?
Yeah. This
he-
guy Aaron texted me the other day. He's like, Davos or Flavor Flav?
Yeah.
all he needs to do is pull out that hand and be like, "Whoa, this guy's crazy. Let's go
You
along."
think
with
he
what
uses that on the Night King?
it's
He's like, you see these 4 fingers?
like,
Turn
dude,
around.
It's like, dude, Stannis is dead.
I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth because the show, it seems to favor like the loyal, canny, good-hearted advisors. And they don't really kill them off, really. So
Well,
that's why I think there's a chance he can make it.
Yeah.
But he could also die.
Like you said, he's not a fighter, so he might be cooped up with the women and children like Varys. What the hell is he doing in there? Well, it's a character that's been an advisor and a fighter. It's been a combination of both. Jorah Mormont. Yeah, you like that transition, right? I'm getting my groove back here.
He's feeling it now.
Jorah Mormont is a character that I think is 100% dead. What'd you write? Yes and a half?
Yeah, he's fucking toast. Even more so than Davos.
Yo, yeah, he's burnt toast.
Yeah.
So you can't even
That's
pull him out of the
toast.
toaster.
No, that's a toast you pull with
Ooh,
the fork
can I bring
and
this
throw
up?
it away.
I'll bring this up real
You
quick.
can't grab it.
What was the fucking point of him getting grayscale?
There was absolutely no point.
No point at all.
The show is hard. He's got determination.
No,
He's
best,
always
How much he loves Daenerys.
They could have just kept him with Daenerys if he didn't have grayscale after he saved her in the Colosseum.
not
They
even
couldn't keep him.
when he goes with
No, but I'm saying after he does that and he finds her with Dario,
yeah.
and she says, "I forgive you now for
Yeah.
everything you did."
And he
The
just
grayscale
goes.
is nothing.
Oh, he has a nice moment with Sam. You could do that in other ways.
Well, maybe that happens with John Connington.
Well, that was actually I think that was more for Samwell Tarly development.
Yeah, you can peel off some other sad sap.
Well, you got
You
Jorah.
don't even need to do that.
It's connecting stories.
You can
Yeah.
instead of doing that, you can have Samwell.
But from the greater story, it's utterly pointless.
It's a circle.
I guess maybe it bonds the trust between Sam and Jorah, so then he trusts Jon for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what that does? It wastes time with Sam at the Citadel where they could have done something cool like a glass candle.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, I hope he does get grayscale and die.
dies again. He
Yeah.
gets it again.
Yeah, for wasting my time.
That'd be
in
some shit.
Season 7.
You think Jorah's dead, Ted?
Yes.
I'm gonna miss Jorah. Ooh, now we're getting to the big boys.
Him
here.
and I want to see him and Lyanna.
Are we really?
Be like, oh hey, we're both Mormonts.
Is she,
That's-
so
that's
she can
crazy.
check him. Like,
That's
didn't you
crazy,
sell
right?
people into slavery?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me his head.
Didn't Ned Stark fucking banish you? It's like, ooh, I like this one.
I'm putting toast a lot.
Oh, you're real Mormon, you know. And they have like a nice little.
Best
laugh.
Mormont. Those are three good characters, man. Jeor, Jorah, and Lyanna.
That is a big three.
I think Jeor's my favorite Mormont.
I'm a Jorah guy.
I love the scene where Jeor gives Jon the sword, and at the end where he's trying not to be too friendly. He's like, "And bring me my supper." He's trying to be like the grumpy old grandpa. I hope he comes back as a white.
Just so I can see him
It was a
again.
Mage Mormont with that epic laugh when they give. Even their gods are wrong.
Yeah,
He's like,
and their gods are wrong. Yeah. Damn, that's a fucking deep cut.
I miss fucking.
You miss Mage Mormont?
No, I'm great, John.
Great John.
Yeah, he was fucking
Your
awesome.
meat is bloody tough.
Man. They kind of just never mentioned him again.
No,
and
he
it's
was,
fucking.
he was off doing stuff.
The Small John's the biggest fucking scumbag I ever
Lil
met in
Jon.
my life. Lil John.
Yeah. All right, now we're getting to the big boys here. Bran Stark, the first Stark on the list.
Who cares?
Yeah,
I gave my friend says, "Oh, who cares?"
who cares about Bran Stark?
He fucking pissed me off, man. Not even that he called John's sand. I kind of got over that.
You had that rant the
Yeah,
other day.
but it's ridiculous.
Go
and
listen to the Nerds.
if he's all knowing, then he probably should know better than that. His whole vibe. And Isaac Hempstead said that he's going to be more humanistic, right, in this season.
Which makes no sense.
Maybe he's
That's
used
how.
to it.
That's
What
what
do
he
you
should have
mean?
been in season 7.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Well, somebody made a point to me, one of my friends, saying that he doesn't have to have humanistic characteristics
Just
anymore
a drag.
because it's a waste of time. That there's more important things. He's all about information.
Yeah.
He's still on the side of the Angels, but he doesn't have to make small talk with you. He was kind of making small talk with Samwell.
Yeah.
Why does he like Sam?
Sam came in like, hot dog, Samwell Tarly.
It's
How
just
the
the way
hell
Sam-
you been?
That's just the way Sam is.
Well, Sam's like, "Would you
Sam's
see
a
that
very
in the-"
inviting guy.
Well, Bran made a joke with him too. He said, "Would you see that in the visions?" And then he holds up the scroll. All of a sudden,
I make joke.
I make joke now. Grey Worm's in the back.
Yeah. You like that one.
What the hell do you guys expect? I mean, this guy's been reading the encyclopedia of Westeros for the past
I want him to be wheeling
3
and dealing a
seasons.
little
He's smart
act-
Patrick in SpongeBob.
Yeah, but I want him to be like, a little charisma with it. Like, hey.
Yeah, get a little cocky. Get a little
Hey,
professor.
Davos. Shake your pants when you were 6.
I don't want to see that.
Strutting around like
This guy knows everything.
wheeling around.
Fucking doing wheelies and shit.
Hey, Tormund.
Tormund. I see you looking at Brienne. Yeah, you gonna hit that boy? No, I don't want to see that at all. Like Professor X. Professor X is kind of like that in the X-Men.
Yeah.
He's a little robotic, but he's still got his
He's more
humor.
normal, though.
Yeah, he's more normal.
I don't know. I think he served his purpose by telling Sam about Jon. So what else is there left in?
Well, my theory too is that he's going to warg into the dragon,
Nope.
get attacked by a bunch of whites,
Okay.
stab,
Yep.
stab.
Yep.
His body's dead, but he's inside the
Dead.
Syrian, and then Gendry on the ballista
Consciousness.
sleeves are off in
Oh,
the
no
middle of
sleeves.
winter, like when the football players come out with no sleeves,
Guns out.
Yeah.
guns out, whoopsh, right in the throat. Bran's dead, Viserion's dead.
I like season 1 and 2 Bran.
Yeah, season 2 Bran. That's a great Bran.
He was a little kid, running around, not running anymore. The first episode when he was running around. First episode.
Yeah. Climbing around.
stuff.
Yeah.
But like season 1 and season 2, when he's adapting to his situation, I like that Bran.
Ted, you think he's dead?
Bran?
He's
Bran?
Lord of Winterfell
Bran?
and Rickon's
Yeah, I think he's dead.
doing
I
walnuts.
don't know how he's going to die, but I think he's dead because...
Think Rickon dies?
There's nothing left for him to do.
Nothing left for him to do. Yeah, well, that's kind of the story with a couple of the Starks here. It's what do they do after? And Arya Stark is a character that we've believed has been destined to die.
Useless?
In the show. Not necessarily. I mean, listen, her season 5,
You can say it.
season 5, season 6 arcs, you can debate them all day, and we have. But I think there has to be something in season 8 with the faceless abilities because it was underwhelming in season 7.
Yeah, you can kill the phrase in many different ways.
Right.
Like
It was cool.
Don't tell me you wasted, but don't tell us you wasted a season on that.
2 seasons.
Even more.
Not
Getting
all
her faceless
development to do
abilities only to do something in like one scene.
Yeah. The season 6 one was better when she came back in episode 10 when she killed Walder Frey.
Mm-hmm.
It was better than the opening scene in season 7.
Mm-hmm.
So if she takes the face of a White Walker, no, they're gonna fan service this, and she's gonna kill Cersei, and then the Mountain's gonna kill her, and then the Hound's gonna be like, "You just killed Arya, I gotta kill you." It's gonna be a whole killing domino effect.
Well, my theory is that...
Who's gonna kill him? Qyburn? Like, oh, you just killed the Mountain. Now I gotta kill you, Hound.
And then the Hound just kills Qyburn.
Yeah.
Nobody kills the Hound.
I feel like Arya is more of like, the show kind of death. Her vengefulness is going to get her into some shit. And she's going to go try and kill Cersei. And the Mountain's going to kill her.
Yeah, right. And it's interesting to see how she's going to interact with Jon.
Well,
I think she uses her
going to
fate.
kill Cersei until Ed Sheeran talked her out of it.
Thank God for Ed Sheeran, right?
I think she uses her faceless abilities to infiltrate King's Landing and get to Cersei close enough. And then there's a little showdown talk, and then Mountain kills her.
Would you guys like that if she kills Cersei as Jaime? Because it's almost the 2 for 1 special.
I would fucking hate that. I would despise that.
Aaron wouldn't like it. Ted?
I wanted to say yeah, but Aaron hated it so much.
No, I wouldn't like that.
No. There's really no place for her post-war.
That's a pretty bad idea.
Like, what is she going to do if they win in a happy ending?
Eat shit.
Yeah.
You know what I don't get with the faceless ability? Like, how does she get the build of whoever she's like?
Yeah, you gotta just
imitating.
go with it.
Yeah, you got it. We're way past that.
The voice, height.
Why is there sound in space in Star Wars? Who knows?
Yeah.
I guess.
Like this, like Walder Frey's
It's like beating a
skin.
dead horse with
Like she
that?
only put
Yeah,
the face on, but she has the whole body. It's
It's a whole mess.
That's the big wigs.
You're
That's
thinking
what they
too
do.
much. Yeah,
They take care of that.
just let it happen, Ted.
Well, talking about a character that does have a role, we believe, in the post-war, Sansa Stark, who we think is going to be the governess of the North. And Sansa Stark, I'm like a Sansa Stark apologist at this point. Not even an apologist.
People
but
fucking hate her still.
I don't get it. I don't understand why they can't understand and appreciate her arc.
She went through complete hell. I feel awful for her.
Yeah. No, you should.
That's some life.
Well, somebody commented on our video, too. It was like, she hasn't gone through the most.
Who has?
Who went through worse than Sansa?
Yeah, I don't know.
And
Oberyn?
obviously, like, you can look at Jon. He had a
That one moment.
He's gone through a lot of physical strain and through battles, but emotional and just
And physical.
having your
Sansa.
life ripped from you like that. Jon chose to do this. Sansa never had her own choice until after she breaks free from Littlefinger, pretty much. So everything she had up until what season is that? Even after post Ramsay, so season 7. Everything before that is
Hell?
But she had no play. Like, this is all thrust upon her. Ned marrying her to Joffrey or Robert, getting married to Tyrion, Littlefinger taking her away, marrying her to Ramsay.
Yeah.
Nothing she had no say in any of this. That's
Well-
worse. Jon
well-
wanted to do this. Jon
well-
was like, I have to. Sansa's like, I have to try to make the best of my situation and come out the best that I possibly can.
Her going to King's Landing wasn't on her, right? That was
No.
more on
Well,
Robert
that's-
Baratheon.
Well, no one knew like shit was gonna go down. But yeah, like, oh, let's go down, let's hang out. I'm Warden of the North, Sansa. You'll love it here. Here's the prince. She was fucking ecstatic. And she realized Joffrey was a fucking psychopath.
Talk about going from all-time high to an all-time low. Real quick.
Yeah, no, life.
She figured it out, though, right?
Yeah.
She made it through.
No, she came off fucking in a great position. She's learned so much from even people like Cersei. She learned from all of her experiences. She's learned, and she's better off because of it, I guess. But it's still, the way that she got here is tragic. And I think her character is one that would be a perfect candidate if somehow Jon and Daenerys dies to either rule Westeros or kind of, if they go for the democratic system, have control of the North and just watch that for have her seat at Winterfell.
All right, now going into the Lannister siblings, the remaining Lannisters in the show. Although I think there's got to be some cousins out there. They're like all over the place, those Lannisters. They're sprinkled around the kingdoms.
They're like lesser versions,
Yeah. They did some heavy breeding there.
I think Tywin planted a bunch of guys somewhere just so when shit hit the fan,
right?
They got heads everywhere.
Say you're a Lannister.
Yeah.
We'll start with Tyrion Lannister. No way. I don't think this character dies in the show. I don't think he dies in the books. I think he's been the extension of George R. R. Martin. I've said it before, so I don't think George would kill off himself. And I also don't think, maybe, but I also don't think he's going to be like on the Iron Throne.
No.
Because he's probably the most logical choice to be on the Iron Throne out of anybody who's ever lived in the show. I think he would make the most capable ruler.
What if Sansa and Tyrion?
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
That would be very interesting. Lannister Stark ticket 2020.
I think he'll be part of this new era of Westeros.
Do you guys think he betrays Daenerys? I'm starting to feel like he's going to do something.
No, is that...
There's a look. There's a photo of Jon and Tyrion on the boat sailing into, I guess, White Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's looking at Tyrion like, oh, what is he cooking up? And Tyrion looks angry.
He needs to have something big this season. He hasn't done shit recently.
He's been a pretty
he hasn't done anything.
Strategic advisor.
He used to be nice at the fucking strategies.
Oh, yeah, he was great. Well, I was watching some idiot talking about how Tyrion, every decision Tyrion's ever made was wrong.
What?
It's like, did you not watch the first 4 seasons of the show?
Say some names.
I don't want to say this name because in the comment section it becomes a whole nother ball game. But yeah, no, I think it's, like you said, they have to give him something significant to do. Because that's been Tyrion's, that's why he's such a great character, is when you put him in these complex political situations, how does he get out of it? And he doesn't have an adversary that can compete with him on a political level anymore because the Night King is not a politician. The dude's a fucking ice demon. So we said, too, that we think he's going to strategize the defense of Winterfell. He's going to play that type of
Night King, let's talk politics.
He plays the game too well to die. I don't think there's no way for him to die. He knows too many He knows his way around this too much.
Compromise? I can't compromise. I'm the Night King, see? 1930s now.
1930s,
Yeah.
Tyrion and Night King.
Yeah.
What do they meet at a bar?
Smoking cigarettes.
Night King's got his trousers
at a
up
diner.
to his,
And you have like one of those like snappy waitresses who's been there too long.
cleaning the bar.
Yeah. So you guys ever gonna stop? I'm closing in 10 minutes.
So you think Tyrion's dead?
Yeah. No.
What about his older brother, Jaime Lannister?
Hell
Jaime
yeah.
dead. Yeah. Oh, Jaime dead.
I wrote an inside joke from like, it's very inside baseball, but I just fucking cracked
boy.
up.
That is inside.
You'll get it, but I said, yeah, killed himself. Thought he would cry. Do you know that?
You said it last time you did it, but I forgot
Yeah,
what
I
it
don't
was
even
for.
It's like,
remember.
I think it's Peter King when Robin Williams died. He's like, he tweeted,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, I just told the waitress that Robin Williams died. No, it's like, oh, did you hear the news? She's like, no. It's like, oh, yeah, Robin Williams died. Thought he would cry.
I'm going to cry when Jaime dies.
It's
That's my baby boy.
yeah, Jaime, such a great character. I think
The best character.
he kills the best character. For that split second, he'll be the best character.
So he kills himself.
When he kills Cersei, he'll be, for that split second, the best character
have the
on the
reign
show,
there,
and
yeah.
then he'll
I
kill
don't think
himself.
I don't think he's killing Cersei. I think he needs to see Cersei one last time.
He's got to kill Cersei.
In the books, there's actually a theory, and if you actually...
if you've actually the round car prophecy.
He Lannister's just so like they started off like
He's come a
Lannisters.
long way.
But now it's just like
they're just characters.
But the top 3 characters you can argue are Cersei, Jaime, Tyrion.
Yeah, I would argue that. Jaime is still my favorite, but I think Cersei has had the best arc. I'll readily admit that on the show. Cersei has become she's the best character. Jaime's still my favorite.
Yeah, let me hear that.
Because I think the lows of Jaime.
Clip that for me so I can take it home with me and play it before I go to sleep.
The reason why he's my favorite is just the low. It's the low and the come up. And
Cersei's been low.
No, but not like Jaime, not to that emotional level.
Oh yeah, all her children dying.
Yeah, but
and her being in a fucking
she doesn't
prison
care.
by a
She doesn't
religious
care.
fanatic. She doesn't care.
She doesn't care about the children.
Let's not. We'll get.
She just head down, walk
and
right past
the
that.
religious,
She's fine.
yeah, right, exactly.
by Tommen-
that was her own doing.
But by Tommen,
Jaime
she
was
over
fighting
it.
in a
But
war and
Tommen
got caught.
sucked.
Let's keep it moving, folks. That's what she was saying.
Tommen was a little fucking
Teddy, you think Jamie's dying?
fucking scumbag.
Yeah, I think he's
anyway.
He betrayed our family. Jaime was like, what?
She
Yeah,
did.
Jaime's dead, right?
Yeah, Jaime's dead.
He's going to kill the Night King. Nerdsuit4u@gmail.com.
Cool.
It's a good video. You should make that.
Well, Cersei Lannister, dead.
Yeah, it's the biggest lock.
Dude,
of the
we've been
century.
predicting Cersei's death since like season 6.
I know.
It's Cersei. Cersei has been dying every season since like season 6, and the wall's been coming down.
Yeah, we called the wall coming down. Like,
Yeah, season 5.
yeah, she's definitely dead. I think if you want to watch my video, how will Cersei Lannister die? You can. I explain different.
It's a good video.
It's all
Better
right.
thumbnail.
I hate fucking listening to my own videos. It's so
do
bad.
I. Your videos.
Oh, that's not nice.
I'm just kidding. It's a good video.
But there's so many different ways, but I think it's all but guaranteed. There's no way. If she survives and she's like chilling on the Iron Throne and she won,
Imagine.
that would be fucking that would be awesome.
That'd be some serious game.
But-
play
What
she
if that
wins.
happened?
That would be fucking sick. But I don't think she'll make it.
So there's no shot that she surrenders, and there's no way the show would let her.
No.
You know, like, well, I'm saying in sense of like her
Like-
trying to cook up a deal with the Night King.
She was looking at Jamie like
I don't
he
think
was
she's
the
gonna do that.
stupidest guy when he's like trying to plan. Like, all right, so we got to go north. It's like, what are you
So he
doing?
Knew you were the stupidest
Like,
Lannister.
what are you doing? You're like, no, we're gonna go, help against this like battle of ice zombies. What are you nuts? It's like, we're gonna let them deal with
We got
that.
the Golden Company coming here,
We
boy.
let them. They're gonna get fucking destroyed. We'll be set.
She makes a good point. She's like, if dragons can't beat them, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I got this
maybe
hand.
I got the pimp slap him.
maybe Arya kills her, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Winter's coming for her, maybe.
Do you think Cersei
Yes.
becomes the Night Queen? That's not so ridiculous.
I find it ridiculous.
Could that be her
Yeah, it's
negotiations with him?
ridiculous, yeah. How does she even talk to
Does
that
he
dude?
speak?
I'm sure Qyburn can get in touch with him somehow. Hey, you get Missandei.
No, maybe he figures out how to talk to him, and
Okay.
she bounces. That's how Qyburn does.
Oh, the Night King becomes the new Qyburn?
No, I'm saying like
He can resurrect people.
I feel like Qyburn would just
because then if Qyburn knows how to talk to him, then
I think Qyburn would be like,
Well, you need to
Yo,
keep
he's got
him
an
after that
advantage on Cersei.
communication.
it's like, yo, can you kill me? I want to see what this is like. Like, he's just so curious.
He's like, that's sick.
He wants to be a white. Like,
Yeah,
make me a white. Like, I want to for research.
I love that too.
research
in,
purposes.
Episode 7 in season 7 where he picks up the hand.
Yeah.
He's like, this is awesome. It's like it's moving and shit.
sick.
I love Qyburn. I hope he doesn't die. All right, let's go on here to the dragons.
Ooh.
Start with Viserion, the ice dragon, or the zombie dragon. When you call him an ice dragon, people get so mad.
Yo, that fucking
Here, this is for the commenters. The Night's King's ice dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, eventually they're going to find a way to destroy him. I'm interested to see how much destruction that this guy causes in season 8.
he's gonna run amok.
Dude,
All his way to King's Landing.
he hit the zoomies when he ran up on the wall. That boy was moving.
He kind of is an ice dragon though.
You think his stats went up?
'Cause
when
that
he turned
fire-
into-
Oh, yeah, he got the Gatorade boost.
yeah.
That's blue fire. Is it blue? Like, what is that?
I don't know.
Blue fire is really hot.
You haven't really seen it catch. It didn't really catch the wall. Kind of just pummeled
Just
it down.
destroyed it. Yeah, right. It's fire.
Yeah. Okay. But it's blue fire.
That's
Blue-
thinking too
they
much.
say blue fire is the hottest fire, right?
Yeah, I have heard that before.
I
Teddy
don't know
just
if
said it.
that's- Yeah.
I don't know where I heard it from, but I feel like I've heard that.
go
I
back
mean, he
years.
has to die, or unless like,
Or he's gonna run him.
yeah,
he's
then the
gonna win.
Night King wins. So
Right. Well, maybe Daenerys can find a way. It's like the Hulk with Black Widow. Son's getting real love, Assyrian.
Qyburn figures out a way to.
Qyburn.
I think it's definitely gonna be one of the other dragons that kill him.
Right, well, let's go to the other ones. Rhaegal. Let's just do all 3. I think they're all dead.
Yeah, they're all fucking toast.
Yeah. I guess it's interesting.
No
to
pun
just-
intended.
Wait, why is everybody toast? You guys are toasting everybody.
It's gonna be a crazy season, man.
How does Rhaegal...
One dragon's got to stay, right? Because
No.
Daenerys has to keep one dragon on the throne.
I think Rhaegal dies before Drogon. I think John's going to ride him. Although I'm starting to think that might not even happen.
And Jon just takes off with him.
I think
If I was Jon, I'd dip.
I think it's more of a guarantee that Jon rides Drogon because I think Daenerys is pregnant and she's going to be taken out of the field because of that. And Jon's like, oh, I got to ride Drogon now too. And they had that moment in season 7 where they bonded. So I think maybe it's Rhaegal and Viserion who kill each other, and then it's Drogon's the last one. Actually, no, probably Viserion kills Rhaegal. You give Viserion that one body.
Well,
No, you can't. No, because then the Night King gets 2 bodies.
Yeah, give him 2 bodies, man. That's the Night King.
You think Drogon? How you say his name? Drogon.
Drogon.
You think Drogon gets 2? You can't kill 2 of them.
Oh yeah, because then Rhaegal could get resurrected, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about that.
So you think Night King wins?
he's got a fucking gun of an arm, so I think he just.
He's got a hose, dude.
Like fucking
That's the funniest
Patrick
meme,
Mahomes, man, just fucking tossing seeds all over his
dude.
head.
What was that mean? He's like,
he
everyone's
took down a
saying
dragon without taking a step.
everyone's
Curtains
toast
for everybody.
Yeah.
Why is everyone acting like Night King didn't take out the dragon and
Yeah.
they didn't even follow through?
Speaking of that, Night King.
Speaking of the Night King,
Oh, he's dead.
he's definitely dead. But
I mean, it's either he's gonna win or you win or you die, right? Game of Thrones.
you win or you die.
Yeah.
But I don't think his death is the end of the war.
No.
I don't think he makes it to the finale.
Oh.
I think something else is going to. I've been saying this before. I think he could die as early as episode 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And not necessarily your theory about Cersei being the main villain, although that
Yeah.
would be really cool. But I think there's just something else that they're not revealing, something that Bran's going to go back in time, figure something out. What made them retreat? Because I always say they weren't destroyed; they retreated. So we just don't know that history, and I think that's somehow going to connect to the Long Night.
I feel like something's gonna happen. We're just gonna fucking destroy my mind. I'm like, what? Whoa.
Like the
what?
Hodor moment times a million.
Yeah, not even like.
Yo, I was so shook when that happened.
So how did George cook that up in book 1?
Yo, shout out to Hodor though, man. That guy's a sick DJ now.
I saw that.
Yeah, he's got a face tattoo.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's fucking badass. Good for him.
Apparently, he's doing a rave in Brooklyn.
Let's go.
You want to?
You ever try ecstasy?
Well, if the Night King dies, his army dies, correct?
It's funny because Beric made that point in season 7, and Jon was like, "It's not that simple."
Yeah.
It might be.
That's why I think that's could be.
Well,
What's that?
because what
How
I think.
underwhelming would that be? It's like an Ultron moment where all the
Yeah.
bots just die.
Well, because what I think is like I feel like the show wouldn't make the failsafe with Dragonglass if they weren't gonna kill off the Night King.
He might need
So-
something more.
I like the theory that you got to take the dagger out of his chest.
That's just it's still in there.
Yeah, that's how you kill the Night King. And I
You
like,
stab him and pull it out.
yeah, you got to just remove
Finish the
that.
job.
That's how you kill him. That it's not going to be enough to imagine. John goes to swing on him with Valyrian steel, and he fucking grabs it.
Oh, what? Well, it's not that impressive. The Hound did that to Brienne.
Yeah, but okay. Well, it would be like the Hound grabbing fire.
Yeah, okay.
Like just starts bending
No.
it like Avatar.
That would be fucking.
Because it would be a moment where it's like this has to kill him,
Yeah.
and he just fucking and he looks at him.
Damn.
And he cackles like in the first book. Yeah, we get the White
What
Walker
the fuck
cackle.
you just called me?
Missandei, translate that.
I bet she can talk to the Night King.
Yeah.
Qyburn and Missandei are going to be the ones who crack the language. Now, Daenerys Targaryen, you can make the case that she's the most important character in the show, one of the main characters, been there since the very first episode. I still think she's a red herring, but what a hell of a red herring. I mean, everything that she's had to do with the show, bringing the dragons into the world, her history, her story, her underdog story, really rags to riches. It's been incredible, and I think there are multiple ways in which she can die, but she's dead in
Yeah?
season 8. Yeah, I think she's. You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I think they invested so much time with her just to kill her off. I feel like that'd be a waste of time.
You could be Azor
She's
Ahai
experienced so much.
and still die. I feel like I don't think those are.
No, yeah, I think so too.
I don't think that's like because she's Azor Ahai, she doesn't have to die.
It's not mutually exclusive. She
Yeah.
can die as Azor Ahai.
So
I hope she's not Nissa Nissa.
I think it could be an opposite where Jon is.
Yeah,
So I
kind of flip that on its head.
it's like I want to take that theory. One of them gonna have to sacrifice one of them to bring Lightbringer, even though they don't really touch on that in the show, because it's kind of like if that happens, I think a lot of people will be like, well,
Well, they barely touched on Jon's parentage in the show.
they still have time to do that with Bran.
They do.
He has to tell Jon.
Right, but I'm saying it was introduced in season 6 out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Bran has to tell Jon about
It's like,
his
I gotta
parents
tell
or can
Jon.
Sanders
What do you got to
gonna
tell
tell
Jon?
him?
No, he's Jon
Both
Sand.
of them.
Oh yeah, it's really pressing, Bran. That's a pressing matter, right? Oh, tell me as a
Daenerys, how do you think Daenerys dies? Childbirth? That would be bad too.
Does Jon know yet that he's the know-it-all? So
No.
like the know-it-all. I mean,
That's a great name for him.
You know what I
Bran the
meant.
know-it-all.
Like I wonder how receptive Jon is to Bran.
Well, I think it's going to be like Sansa and Arya, where he sees him for the first time and he goes in for the hug, and then he realizes, oh my God, what happened to this kid?
You know
But
what-
Jon is going to be the one who's going to accept it right away
But you know what I don't get?
because he knows about the magic.
Are you just supposed to take his word on it? Like, it's what,
So yeah, actually, I'm a Targaryen,
Yeah.
so I'm the king. It's pretty
it's so
weird.
funny.
My little baby brother said so.
Because I don't think it's not going to work. If like
No, you're just making
people
up
aren't
shit
gonna believe
now.
that. Yeah, exactly. It's like anyone can say it.
He's
No,
just
they're
like,
going
oh.
to believe it because he's going to tell them some spooky shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's going to be like, oh, you don't believe this? Well, Daenerys, I saw you when you were taking a crap earlier. It's like, oh, you knew about that?
Yeah,
Well, he got real weird with Sansa. It's like, oh, I saw you on your wedding night. Like, that's such a weird thing to say to your sister.
Yeah, well, you tell them something
You gotta
extremely
be-
intimate,
you have to be
and it's
creepy
like,
about it.
okay, I'm convinced that this guy can see everything.
It's like when he said to Littlefinger to get him to know, I was like, oh, chaos is a ladder.
That was
like,
a good one.
he meets Daenerys, he's like, I'll let their whole horde fuck you and their horses too, if that's what it takes. It's like, Jesus, Bran, think of something like from like
say something nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be dark.
I felt disgusting even saying that.
I still think it would be cool, and this hasn't been confirmed, if Bran could somehow take them on like a journey, like an acid trip,
Yeah.
like, and show them what happened. Because there's got to be some strife between Jon and Daenerys in season 8, because that makes things very awkward. Hey, I'm your nephew. You still want to bang?
A weird little brother told me
Nah,
that.
who said?
Right. My brother's on acid 24/7.
Yeah.
Said they were related.
Oh, by the way, these are all guesses too.
He also said,
Right.
Yeah, we have no insight.
Wait for
on
the
show.
video? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks we're Bran. We're not.
so like he takes
Oh.
some things. Like he also said something about like the Yankees in like 2019. This is the year they win. I have no idea what that means.
I don't. Gave me a sequence of numbers for something called the Lotto.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sounds like there's a lot of money in that.
That is exactly. I don't know. I'd try and figure a way out to advance myself in life.
Oh yeah.
If I had that.
I
Power.
would just fuck with people. Be like, yeah, that girl you banged last night, that's your sister. Somehow.
Have fun with that.
You can't bang her anymore.
Yeah. And he just steals your girl. That's what he uses.
Well, before we go to
Hands
Jon
wheeling
Snow,
around, stealing everyone's girl.
Mr.
There's
Steal
7
Your Girl.
kingdoms. He makes the 7 just by telling, just making shit up.
well, I hope he's got some powers like Grey Worm.
Oh yeah.
Well, before we go to Jon Snow, I don't know how this man made it second on the list, but somehow I'm very okay with it.
Yeah.
I am.
It makes sense.
Ghost.
If they kill Ghost, I'm not going to keep watching.
He has to survive.
He's got to do something because the way they killed fucking Summer and Shaggy Dog, that made me upset. Pissed me off.
Summer's death.
Not
makes
as
no
much as they
sense.
died.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, if they died in a cool way, it's kind of like, oh, we just do a head. You know, fucking Little John was being a real dick about it, and Summer, she just fucking got stabbed a bunch of times. She could have ran. He could have ran with Bran, but he didn't. So
Yeah, Summer should have just ran away. I don't even think Ghost needs like a significant moment.
What did Summer buy them like 2 seconds?
Yeah, not even. And then what's her face? Leaf went out like that too.
Well,
Leaf's
Leaf
made
at
more
least
sense.
slowed him down. Yeah.
Leaf needed to do that, or else they would have been toast.
Yeah.
Toast again.
It's been coming up a lot.
Toast has been a theme of this episode.
Ghost, man. I think he
I think he survives.
I want him to ride a dragon.
But you think all things magic and myth end?
Yeah.
Is the
but, like,
direwolf really magic?
kind of like a dog.
Yeah, he's a dog. He'll be the last of his kind.
Yeah.
Maybe him and Nymeria meet up.
Ooh.
That's the ending.
They're banging. Everyone's banging sisters.
Banging on a dragon.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
they
I
do
guess
like a
right.
Shrek little donkey dragon situation where Ghost marries Drogon.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
Make a little direwolf dragon baby.
Yeah. Like cute as hell. Or fucking abomination.
An abomination.
Either way, it's
Kill
gonna-
them.
Yo, the Family Guy
Yeah.
episode.
They're
With Stewie
it's
and
gonna
Brian.
be- it's gonna be the dragon head and like the dog body. It's not even
Yeah.
gonna be the cool way.
That
Yeah.
was the funniest episode of Family Guy with that.
That's a weird show. So Ghost, I think he survives. Teddy,
I think it survives.
we just want them all to survive.
Yeah.
Aaron,
No, but I hope he does. That's pretty much for everybody. Like, yeah, no, but I hope they survive.
Yeah, right.
all right.
It's this
Last
whole
on our
cast.
list here, Jon Snow, Prince who was promised, Bastard of Winterfell, Lord Commander of the Night's Watch,
The
King
one
of the
true
North,
heir to the Iron Throne.
Davos
White
couldn't.
Wolf.
Davos couldn't think of any of these.
That's still, I think that's one of my favorite scenes in the show. He's King of the North. John's looking at him like
I don't know, man. I'm back and forth. It's either him or Daenerys.
they can't both live.
No.
Mm-hmm. I picked Daenerys to live.
I
so.
think John lives.
Yeah.
to a-
Did I pick Daenerys to live? I don't know. It's
forgot
really
what you
like
said.
what I said for Daenerys. Like one of them had to sacrifice the other for the prophecy to fulfill. Even if they might not even go that route, but I feel like whichever one dies, the other one will win. Maybe they both could die too. Who knows? I don't. I haven't seen the season yet.
Yeah, this is all guesses.
All guesses.
There's no inside
Ah.
contact here.
Well, don't say it like that, because then people are gonna think like we actually know something. And you're like, oh, you just spoiled everything.
Well, okay.
But now we're probably off on most of these.
If you think anything I said is going to come true,
Let me
you
tell
should
you
be
right
watching.
now, you've been wasting your time.
Yeah, so
You think he becomes the new Night King?
that's a weird theory, man.
Well, that can be Azor Ahai, Nissa. It's shoving the dragon glass dagger in his heart. Maybe they have to gag him, tie him up to a tree. Jon's like, I'm not doing this. Like, of everything I've done, I'm not doing this. And
That's
Daenerys
where you
is
draw-
like, you gotta do it.
catch me dead doing that.
That's where you draw the line, Jon. Come on, do something.
Well, I think Jon does survive. However his story ends, I think he lives similar to Sam. He lives to a ripe old age.
I don't
And
think
his
he'll
fight
be,
continues
I don't think he'll
after
necessarily be king either.
this. No.
I feel like he doesn't even want to be king.
He
in the
doesn't
North.
want to be king, no.
I feel like he'd just be like, you know what, Sansa, you're better than this than I am.
I'll man the army, you take care of the politics.
Yeah, I'll, if you need me to do like, I kind of saved the world already once, so it'd be kind of weird just to keep bothering me. Just show me a little gratitude for once.
Yeah,
But yeah, you do the politics, and let me just chill in Winterfell.
I want him to retire, just kick back,
You think they'll raise?
drink some drinks.
What will they'll raise? They raise like Dwayne Wade. They raise the banner for him. You think he gets like a stuffed ghost?
A fat
No,
head.
it's gonna be.
He's gonna get a fat head on the
don't
catch.
say that. It's gonna be his fur.
They put Long Claw on the banners.
A giant fat head on the castle.
Yeah.
Right. It's gonna be his hair. They just cut it off and hang it up. So yeah, Jon Snow, I think he does live, and I think he has something to do after the show, depending on how the show ends. Something that we'll never see, or maybe we get the Jon Snow spinoff in 20 years. We come back to the world of Westeros and we see the aftermath.
Hey, we never thought we'd get a sequel trilogy in Star Wars. I'm sure if there's a story out there and they can make money and the story ends with a little bit of open-endedness, HBO, Warner Brothers, let's make
yeah.
a fucking movie trilogy.
Well, by then it will be owned by Disney. So it'll be on
Wow.
Disney Plus.
Daenerys, Disney princess. That'd be dope.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, so that's our death predictions for Game of Thrones Season 8. And now we're going to go to some fan questions that we asked for on the Twitter. We have our first question here from Nazir at It's the Brown Bear. Do you think HBO will force D&D to shoehorn in the last episode a scene directly alluding to teasing the new prequel series, kind of like a Marvel post-credit scene? I don't think it's going to be shoehorned in. I think it's going to come very natural throughout the season. That there are obviously going to be hints to what happened thousands of years ago during the First Long Night. In the books, too, because it is important. There is knowledge to be gained from that First Long Night, so I don't think it's going to be shoehorned in.
Yeah, I don't think D&D are going to compromise their vision to appease HBO and their future endeavors.
No, I think HBO trusts them, too.
Yeah.
And I think there's probably been talks. There's a reason that's the prequel series.
Mm-hmm.
No, but it also can help tell the story because there's definitely some history that has to be told to advance this story forward.
Yeah, but
So-
they're not going to go out of their way like, oh, there's a prequel coming out in 2 years. Let's set it up by doing this.
It would be cool because I don't think it has gone into production. If they drop some sort of teaser, like an animated teaser for The Long Night coming in 2020 or 2021, whenever it's going to drop. This question here comes from Erica at Sween Beans. Who's going to have the most brutal death? Game of Thrones is known for their brutal deaths, so it makes sense that we're going to see one in season
Like
8.
physically, like
Yeah,
visually
gruesome.
brutal.
I'm going to say Drogon. I'm going to say one of the dragons gets gutted.
The Mountain is going to be pieced up by the Hound. He's got some serious vengeance on him.
Yeah, they're just chopping at each other.
Yeah.
The Mountain, too, is just kind of a giant walking meat bag. at
Wait,
this point.
actually, I want to go back on my Hound prediction. I think they're both going to go at it. They're going to be like
So you
really hitting each other.
taking his prediction.
So
I don't think any of the main characters are going to die in some brutal fashion. Like
No.
Arya getting fucking... Ugh.
chopped up.
Yeah.
No Oberyn. No surgery on a grape.
No, who was I can't say his name. It's Cersei's
Qyburn?
yeah. I think Qyburn's gonna get it somehow.
All right, this question here comes from Darshan Islania at Darshan Islania. Who do you think is the most powerful person in the fight against the Whites? If Dany dies in Winterfell, could Jon lead 2 dragons? What if the Night King gets 2 dragons? Well, we did kind of talk about that.
Yeah.
That if
we did.
Rhaegal falls and one of them gets resurrected.
It's got to be Bran, right?
Yeah, it's Bran. It's Bran and then Daenerys. But if Bran can get inside one of those dragons, I mean, then he's the most powerful.
Agreed.
I feel like if he can do it with Daenerys there, if that can happen.
I think so too. Put him on autopilot,
Yeah.
Bran pilot. If Daenerys somehow gets taken out of commission and then Jon has to lead both of them, we said it too with the video of Marissa. They know how to fight.
Yeah.
They're intelligent creatures, so they'll know who's the enemy. Daenerys goes down. They're like, who do we kill? I forgot how to breathe fire. How do I do this again? But it's Bran. It's definitely Bran. This question here comes from Monir Humorin at Desert Foxel. All I want is for Harry Strickland to name drop Blackfire Rebellion or just Blackfire just so that it can become canon in the show universe.
Yeah, it's too late now in the game to drop the Blackfire. There's so much history there. I think it'll just kind of be like, it'd be hollow if you just bring it up. Like, oh yeah, Blackfire, this, and the other thing. I think it makes more sense to transition that to more of a Targaryen.
All right, this question here comes from The Weeknd at Tito Jackson.
Now,
he's got a lot going on there in the name.
well, The Weeknd, he's doing a song for the Game of Thrones album.
It's lit. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen.
That's Travis Scott.
Yeah, well, they're all doing it, right? If that
They're all
song
doing
plays
songs.
during an
Travis Scott
episode,
is
there's a question here, what can ruin Season 8?
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
This series will end with a significant part of the fandom whinging about something. How annoying will it get? I don't think it's going to be that bad. I don't think it's ever gotten to a point in Game of Thrones where it was like The Last Jedi, where it overwhelmed the actual story.
Mm-hmm.
But people are going to be disappointed. That's inevitable.
I got faith in Game of Thrones. I don't think they'll mess up that bad, if
Nah.
at all.
I mean, certain aspects. I think you'll still have the contingent of book readers that are like, they'll hold out until A Dream of Spring to be like, oh, George would have done something different, or this doesn't have, Stannis is going to be king. No, he's not.
All right, this question here from Rango Tango. Do you think Littlefinger is alive? Have you heard of the theory yet? No.
Yes.
Heard of the theory, he's not alive.
He's not alive.
Sorry.
If he comes back, he's like, I did tell you not to trust me. Get the fuck out of here.
The Night King.
He's working with the Night King. He could be resurrected, I guess, if his body is just.
I hope. That's another thing. I hope we don't see like
Hodor.
and,
Yeah, that's just
a bunch
stupid.
of them.
Yeah.
It would be just too unrealistic.
Let Hodor rest.
Summer would be cool.
You can use Summer. I guess Hodor, he's pretty much a giant.
All right, this question here from Michael Ventura at Michael7 Ventura. Do you think George R. R. Martin gave Dan and Dave the ending and is now waiting to see if the fans like it or not? And if they don't, would he come up with a different ending for the books? 100%. I mean, he's human, right?
That's a good idea.
We've said this too.
Something I
Like,
would do.
He's feeding them.
Yeah.
And he's seeing how it works out, and he's making all the changes.
Yeah.
Right. No, and I think he changes
Genius.
shit all the time. Have you seen his outline for the first book?
No.
Idiots, D&D.
The outline that he submitted for the first book was like, there's a love triangle between Tyrion, Arya, and Jon. And,
Hell yeah.
Um,
I know, it's fucking disgusting.
certain characters die in the first book that are still alive, and it was completely different. And he always says that the ending to the whole series is in the first book, that it's hidden in a Game of Thrones. But I mean, he's human. If the ending comes out and that was his ending and it sucks, of course he's going to change it, right? This question here from that one guy at SoulSurge100. I have a prediction that Dany won't make it through the Battle of Winterfell. This seems to draw mixed reactions from people. Do you think that she could die that early in the season? In fact, do you think she survives at all? Well, we said that we don't think she's going to survive. I think that's definitely possible.
I think she does.
Dies in the Battle of Winterfell. I don't think she will, but I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
I think someone major has to die, right? The biggest battle of all time. If someone doesn't die, that's going to be like,
It's going to be lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the big boys survived that battle. Well, it kind
Wants
of
to see
happened in
that.
Battle of the Bastards. Not as many.
I mean, Ramsay died.
Yeah.
Little John.
Yeah, but you weren't killing Jon in
Okay.
Battle of the
Who
Bastards.
was it?
Someone
John,
had to-
Tormund, and Davos? That's really it. Sansa wasn't anywhere close.
The thing is, if Daenerys goes out that early, then the first 3 episodes have to all be Daenerys episodes. Because if it's that significant of a character going out like that, you can't kill Daenerys in the heat of the battle. You just can't.
Can you kill Jon?
She's too major. No. I don't
Killed
think
Rob
either.
in the middle of a wedding.
Right, but there was build-up, there was foreshadowing. I don't think she'll die during the Battle of Winterfell. But I don't think it's that crazy of an idea. This question here from Bloodrider at Clazor85, our buddy Clayton. Ice Spider versus War Elephant. Who you got?
War elephant.
Yeah.
Spiders get squished.
Yeah, but what if they're like Brolic, like the spider in
Aren't
Harry
elephants
Potter?
afraid of? No, they're afraid of rats. No,
The
mouse.
biggest hounds, not, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
The fan art has them a little bigger.
Well,
You have to be so mean to Clayton. Why? Because he's a friend of the show?
I just expected better. It's a fucking elephant versus a spider.
my God. Just
I'm
going
sorry.
at Clayton's neck.
Going with that weak shit, man.
Just
No
a
special
question.
treatment here.
All right, this question here from Anna at Sugar Plum Bell.
Better
What would be the
fucking bring it.
worst? What would be the worst possible way for Game of Thrones to end for you guys? 7 likes for this question.
Ooh.
If it just ends with a pure happy ending.
Yeah.
If we get a Lord of the Rings ending in Game of Thrones, I'll be disappointed because that's not what the show has been.
Yeah. I think any ending that's like...
I think that's too cliche.
Also, if Bran is the Night King.
Yeah, I won't like that either.
Don't.
It just got to feel right for the series, right? Anything that's too cliche or too fan servicey, like Jon and Daenerys are sitting on the Iron Throne, they have kids, and everyone's happy. There's got to be something that really...
Something's got to give.
Yeah. Good point.
All right, this question here from Walter H. White at Clutch for Foev. Considering how Season 7 ended up as a disappointment for most, are you in any way prepared to see Season 8 maybe not live up to the hype? No, I'm not prepared for that at all. But it's a possibility.
Was Season 7 like more trending down?
It was mixed.
Yeah.
I was having this conversation with a friend of mine
good.
yesterday, actually.
It's definitely
That's
good.
just me, though. But
It's my least favorite.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with my friend. He said the same thing. He's like, I'm scared that Season 8's going to suck. And I was like, well, Season 7, even though it wasn't to the standard of most seasons of Game of Thrones, it was still a really good season. And also, it's the ending. They knew the ending. George knows the ending. They've been preparing for this. I think Season 7 was a little bit, how do we get to this spot? And now they're here and they know where they're going with it.
I didn't even think they needed Season 7. The more you think about it, they could have combined... They didn't need Season 8, what I'm saying, actually. They could have combined these last 2 seasons.
in your opinions, was...
Oh, you've seen Season 8, so you know that?
Was 1 through 7 a straight arrow going up, and then 1-7 it started going down, or was there up and downs?
There's like 1 to 4 going up, 5 down, 6 up, 7 down a little.
Well, that's the thing. That's the point I made with Season 6, is that they had so much going for them. They had so many things to tie up. Like Jon coming back to life, Jon taking Winterfell, Daenerys actually embracing being a dragon and using that power. So they had the benefit of all those storylines being wrapped up. In Season 8, I think they have that same benefit. That I think they've known the ending for so long, and it's obviously the production value is huge for Season 8, but it's going to be easier in terms of writing. Like, you look at Beyond the Wall, you can just tell the writing there. They didn't know what to do with these characters in that episode. They're literally just wandering around Iceland talking. All right, this question here from Playoff Time. Which main character at Kanava _12? Which main character's dying would surprise you the most? For me, Sansa.
Yeah.
I think a Sansa death would be unexpected.
Tyrion.
Yeah, Tyrion death.
Yeah.
Samwell Tarly death.
Samwell Tarly, you've...
Hot dog. UOW. This question here from Code YOLO at Code YOLO. Or Cody YOLO.
It's
Cody YOLO.
Code Yellow.
It's COD YOLO.
Oh.
Let me read the questions. You got the laptop, all right?
All right. I haven't had to use it yet.
Will you be disappointed if there's no motive or more backstory given for the Night King's coming? Are there any shocks left in the show on the scale of Baelor or Red Wedding or Mountain vs. Viper?
This was like the only story that we really didn't get.
Yeah, we got to get some Night King.
Yeah.
Well, I saw an article, too, that Season 8's going to focus a lot on Jon and Daenerys, which makes sense. There's got to be something, like you said, a moment that just blows your fucking mind about the Night King. There's got to be something with this motherfucker.
Well, this could be, like, to that first question you
Bran,
asked,
is the
with
Night
how
King?
they're going to...
Don't do that.
If they're going to, like, talk about the prequel.
Yeah.
Because there's got to be a reason back in those times, The Long Night, why he's back now. Like,
That's the
and
thing,
we
too.
don't know anything about
the
him.
original Long Night, you got to maintain some mystery for that, too.
Yeah.
So there has to be a lot there that they're not giving us. If that's the next show that they're going to, then there's got to be a lot of material there. As for the second part of the question, you would have to think that there's a shock on that level, because that's what the show has done. So it might be not a death moment, an explosion like at the Sept of Baelor.
Oh, he's saying, is there going to be a moment like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
that brings
okay.
you that level of excitement and shock.
I feel like now, like, all the crazy shit that's happened, everyone's, like, expecting the crazy. But I feel like they have to... I think there'll be something creative where people are like, oh, I did not actually see that coming. That's pretty wild.
It's going to happen with Cersei, I think.
She's going to win. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think it's going to come from the narrative, not from a death. It's going to be a narrative shock. And that would be so true to the show. I mean, this show has been such an epic fantasy adventure, but it's all those small moments, those moments of dialogue between these characters that have made it so great. So,
Yep.
Game of Thrones Season 8 Death Prediction video. That wraps it for us. For Aaron, the Nerd Suit Monkey. Big plans tonight, right, Aaron?
Yeah.
Kick it in. Rest up for tomorrow.
And Teddy, thanks for joining us, Ted.
No problem.
Yeah.
What time tomorrow?
For the review?
No, for the show.
Oh, be here at 8:30, I guess. No,
All right.
come here at 8.
All
A
right.
little cocktail party.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, a little vegan hors d'oeuvres.
Game of Thrones themed food.
I'll bring the air fryer.
We got the Oreos.
Starks in a blanket.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and make sure you're here for the next 6 weeks. We'll be reviewing every single episode. We'll be previewing the episodes, and 6 more weeks of us being relevant. So
Am I on those review episodes?
No.